Have you ever noticed your dog suddenly pause, look straight at you, and only then decide what to do next? Maybe it happens before they jump on the couch, before they bark at a stranger, before they eat something on the floor, or before they walk toward a strange sound. That moment may look small, but it is actually very meaningful. Your dog is not always just looking at you. In many cases, your dog is checking you for guidance. They are reading your face, your body language, and your emotional reaction before making their own decision. That quick stare is often your dog's way of asking, "What should I do now?" One big reason dogs stare at you before acting is because they want to know if something is safe. Dogs are constantly reading the world around them, but they are also reading you. They notice your voice, your posture, your tension, and even your eyes. If your body says everything is fine, your dog often feels more confident. But if you suddenly become nervous or stiff, your dog may become unsure too. So when your dog looks at you before moving forward, they may be asking, "Is this okay?" That means your reaction can shape your dog's response more than you realize. Another reason dogs stare before deciding is because they are asking for permission. Some dogs learn the household rules so well that they stop acting first and start checking first. Can I jump here? Can I greet this person? Can I take this toy? Can I come onto the bed? That stare can be your dog's version of saying, "Are we doing this or not?" Dogs who are highly bonded with their owners often become very skilled at reading approval. They know your habits, your moods, and your rules. So instead of making a quick move, they pause and wait for your signal. Sometimes the stare has less to do with safety or permission and more to do with uncertainty. Your dog may want to do something, but feel torn at the same time. They may want to go toward a new guest, but still feel cautious. They may want the food on the floor, but remember that they are not allowed to take it. They may want to bark at a sound, but also want to know whether you think it matters. That means the stare is often part of your dog's decision-making process. They are not just reacting automatically. They are thinking, comparing, and checking your response before choosing their next move. Dogs also stare at you because they are reading your emotions. This is one of the most fascinating parts of dog behavior. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to human emotion. They notice when you are calm, excited, stressed, distracted, or upset. So before they act, they often check your emotional state first. This is why the exact same dog can behave differently in the same situation depending on your mood. If you are relaxed, they may move forward. If you are anxious, they may hesitate. Your dog may be asking, "How do you feel about this?" before they decide how they should feel. This is especially common when dogs face something unfamiliar. Imagine your dog sees a stranger, hears a strange noise, or notices a new object in the room. Instead of reacting instantly, they often look at you. That stare is your dog using you as a guide. If you stay calm and neutral, your dog often feels safer. If you react with alarm, your dog may become more worried. In that moment, your dog is not just watching the object or person. They are watching you to figure out whether the situation is safe, important, or worth ignoring. That is a huge sign of trust. But not every stare means the same thing. A soft stare with relaxed ears, loose body language, and calm breathing usually means your dog is simply checking in. That kind of look is often connected to trust, curiosity, or permission-seeking. But a hard stare with stiffness, a closed mouth, tense posture, or a frozen body can mean something very different. That kind of stare may signal stress, discomfort, fear, or even rising frustration. This is why it is important not to judge the eyes alone. The whole body tells the real story. So if your dog stares at you, don't just focus on the face. Look at the body too. Some dogs stare because they have learned that looking at you gets results. Maybe in the past, your dog looked at you and got praise. Maybe they looked at you and got help. Maybe they looked at you and you opened the door, gave them attention, or solved the problem for them. Dogs repeat what works. So if checking in with you has helped them before, they will do it again. Over time, this can become a powerful communication habit. Your dog learns that your face gives useful information, so they use that habit during important moments. That means the stare is not random at all. It is learned communication. This behavior is also one of the clearest signs that your dog sees you as part of their world, not just someone who lives beside them. Your dog is not only sharing a house with you. They are emotionally connected to you. They are using you as a social reference point. In simple words, they trust your reaction enough to include you in their choices. That is actually a beautiful thing. It means your dog sees you as a secure base. They don't just move through life alone. They check with you. They rely on you. And in many cases, they feel safer because you are there. That tiny pause before a decision is often a sign of connection. So what should you do when your dog stares at you before making a decision? First, don't ignore it. Second, stay calm. Third, give clear and consistent signals. If your dog is nervous, your calm energy helps them. If your dog is asking for permission, your consistency matters. If your dog is confused, a simple cue or reassuring tone can make a big difference. The worst thing you can do is send mixed signals. If you sometimes allow something and sometimes punish it without warning, your dog becomes even more unsure. The more clear and stable your responses are, the easier it becomes for your dog to understand what to do. There is also a deeper lesson here for dog owners. When your dog stares at you before making a decision, they are showing you that behavior is not always automatic. Dogs are more thoughtful and emotionally aware than many people assume. They notice patterns. They weigh situations. They read people. That means every pause, every glance, and every moment of hesitation can give you information about what your dog is feeling inside. Instead of seeing the stare as random, start seeing it as communication. The better you read it, the better you understand your dog. And when understanding grows, trust grows too. So why do dogs stare at you before making a decision? Sometimes they are asking if something is safe. Sometimes they are asking for permission. Sometimes they are uncertain. Sometimes they are reading your emotions. And sometimes they have simply learned that checking in with you helps them make the right choice. But in almost every case, one thing is clear. Your dog sees you as part of the decision. So the next time your dog pauses, looks at you, and waits just 1 second before acting, remember this. That stare may be your dog's quiet way of saying, "Help me understand this." And honestly, that may be one of the clearest signs of trust your dog can show.